Darcy, is that as close to like a full 60 plus as the group has kind of delivered this year?
Yeah, I think that's more how we want to play. Really tough to play against, grind on the forecheck and generate chances off of that. I think that's more identity, and it's a great building stone for us.
I know it was only a couple games for you, but how good did you feel just kind of coming back in first time in a few games, getting back in that?
Yeah, it always sucks watching, so nice to get back, especially to start off with a big win. This is obviously a really big road trip for us, so that's a great start for us.
What did you like most maybe defensively about the way the entire group played and kind of playing to that identity like you said?
Yeah, I think we just were, managing the pucks, and that allows us to not be chasing the game. We kind of dictate, we control, we're in our structure, and that's how we want to play, and it makes it really hard to play against. I'm sure it's frustrating for other teams, and like I said, we just got to build off that.
Imagine you've seen a lot of Corey Perry in your face over the years as an offensive player. How nice is it to kind of have him on your side and just to see him back after being out for so long?
Yeah, it was unfortunate what he had to deal with, but it's been great getting to know him and seeing how hard he's been working to get back. And I think it's huge whenever you can add that kind of leadership to a locker room. So great presence on the ice, but also a great presence in the locker room as well.
How important is it, obviously not the start as a group that you guys were looking for, to get these 2 points to start off a pretty big trip for you guys early in the season and try to take that positive momentum into Dallas and the rest of the way?
Yeah, it's, it was an unfortunate start, but like I said, this is a massive road trip for us. So nice to start off with a win, but more importantly, start off playing the way we want to play. And, we're confident with the group we have in here, and we know we'll turn it around. So this was a big start.
Laf, was that as much like the Kings over a full 60-plus minutes as we've seen this year?
Yeah, definitely. I think that was definitely the most complete game that we've had as of right now. Obviously, got away from us a little bit at the start of the third, but I thought we rebounded really well and carried it into OT. And yeah, I think that was definitely a more complete game from us.
What did you see on your goal, starting maybe with the play Juice made in the neutral zone onto the move you made for the goal?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of fell down in the corner, so I was just trying to back check, and then Juice made an unbelievable play in the neutral zone and was able to create that turnover. And then he was going to go for a breakaway, but he let me have it kind of, and he passed it to me and told me I had time, so I just kind of went in and just made a move, and luckily it went in.
We talked about you through the middle, a lot. Now you've had a few games to actually play it, in real games. How are you kind of feeling more comfortable, and do you feel like maybe tonight was your most comfortable playing center as we've seen so far?
Most comfortable for sure. Yeah, I think that was definitely the one game where I felt kind of more natural than I'm used to. So yeah, I mean it's a hard position. I mean people like get paid a lot of money to play that position, and I'm not that position, but I'm trying to kind of use that in my game. And yeah, it's a hard transition, but I mean playing with guys like Juice and Kuzi, they make it really easy to play that position. And yeah, as long as we're in the offensive zone, you don't have to play much center, so it's pretty easy.
I'm sure that you've seen all the work that Paris has put in to get back to this point. How nice was it to just kind of see him out there for the first time and have him on your side after going against him all those times?
Yeah, I mean it's huge. He's an unbelievable player and such an asset to our team right now. Yeah, I mean it was a little bit of a jump scare at the beginning, but yeah, I mean he's such a leader and such a veteran. Even though it was his first game on our team, he's still leading us out there. And I mean he's a guy that I want to learn a lot from in my game. And yeah, it's just awesome to have him out there with us.
It's obviously still super early in the season, but to start off a trip like this with 2 points after a start as a group that wasn't what you guys were looking for, how big is that to get that momentum early and try to carry that on for the next 4?
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, it's hard to win games on the road in this league, and especially against teams like this. And yeah, I think it shows a lot of character for our group to be able to pull that one out. And yeah, it's just the beginning of a road trip that we want to end with 5 wins. So yeah, it's pretty exciting.
Was that as close to the, like the Kings for 60 plus as we've seen so far this season?
I would say so. Yeah, I mean there were a few parts that we didn't like, a few turnovers in the second period a little bit. Didn't like to give up a shorthanded goal, of course, but I didn't think we gave them that much as far as quality. And we didn't get a lot either, but we worked and we were under the goal line a little bit and got some shots from the top, which we hadn't been doing. So we'd like it to be easier than that, but I don't know. It's the way we win games, just to start to finish. She's usually a grind.
The Minnesota game last week, I know you were disappointed not to get the 4-on-3 goal. How big was that to get the job done this time and spin the result?
Right. Well, I mean that's everything, right? If it doesn't go, then you got time left on the clock. You got a shootout potentially, so you can control your destiny in that moment. And just a beautiful goal, great pass, great finish by Juice. He's playing the top. We don't see him over on that left flank too often anymore, but you see why he scored a bunch of goals from there.
Hasn't been like that long that Darcy was out for, but he seemed to come back and look very comfortable. Did you see from him to give you guys what you needed?
Right, and I thought that was a great part of the great story in the game is Darcy coming back. He only had the one practice, skated this morning a little bit, and he really looked like himself. Big in the net, didn't have much of a chance on the power play goal, the shorthanded goal. So yeah, that's a good step for us. We feel pretty good when he's back in there.
The other one was Corey Perry. What did you see from him first game with your team?
Well, I thought he added a lot. You guys saw him play. I thought he was dangerous. As dangerous as anybody up front. And the intangible stuff. Like, it's just good to have him around. He's a winner, and so that rubs off. And I didn't think I would play him. I think he played close to 15 minutes tonight, and was running 3 late, and he was out there. But to me, it was a pretty amazing performance for the first time in this late in the season.
For Alex Laferriere, not the start he was hoping for, but he gets that goal for the confidence. You use him a lot late in the game. How have you seen him kind of develop at that center position, and what can a goal like that do for a player like him?
Yeah, well, he started slow, and then I thought he's played some really good games, and tough matchup the other night against Carolina. He had to go against Stahl in this face-off circle quite a bit. But Laf's a good player. That's in the end when we evaluate the game, and I'll probably look back tonight. I didn't, as the flow of play was going on, I didn't see any, defensive mistakes. Really hard to do, to play wing and then be able to play low, center ice, hardest position to defend, spin, still think about offense, and he does that very, very well.
We talked a lot about kind of the moments in games maybe overshadowing large stretches. You get that moment your way tonight. Can it just take maybe one like this to spring things as you start off a 5-game road trip early in the year?
Well, I hope so. And I mean, I'm glad we came out on the right side. But I think there's been some other games. What's that, the 4th overtime game now? Yeah. I think there's been others where we've had a chance to get out on the right side of it. But it starts the trip, and that's all it is. So as good as that felt for us, we got a couple hours to get on the plane. We've got to park that because we've dug ourselves a bit of a hole, and we've got to really be focused now on making this a road trip, not just one good game. So that's where our attention will turn pretty quickly.